Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. We are starting our second week of having our pigs here on the farm, and I'll show you what we're going to do to mitigate some mud. The spring rain's bringing mud. What we're going to do to mitigate that in the training paddock and also as they get out onto the pasture. So come along. So in the 1 week they've been in here, they've obviously trampled down and rooted up quite a bit of the grass. This early in the year, it was kind of dormant to begin with anyway. So I've taken a bunch of old straw bales that I had that were wet, spread those out to provide kind of a buffer there. And that's working well. We've got some hay inside the hut, so they're able to stay warm. We've had some cold temperatures. We've been out in the mid-20s Fahrenheit here the past couple nights. So it's been, obviously the grass isn't super kicked in yet, still in a bit of a dormancy stage. So what I'm going to do to help mitigate mud and fecal smell, I'm getting just a little bit of a pig odor here. We're going to take the wood chipper and we're going to chip up a lot of things around here that we want gone anyway. And we'll move those wood chips here into the pig paddock, and that will provide not only a way to soak up some of the mud, it'll provide absorption for the manure, so it'll help reduce that smell. And of course, that carbon and that nitrogen will play together and it'll break down. And this is a garden area that we use sometimes, so it'll break down and we'll just continue to create soil in this spot. Nobody wants to see you. We want you to be seen. Warm in there. Hot pigs, hot pigs. So along our stream bank here, we have some autumn olive we need to take out, and then on the other side I've got a couple small saplings. So probably take those out, some on this side, and may just chip directly into the paddock. Probably freak them out a little bit, but they need to get used to being freaked out. And then what we'll do is we'll hitch the trailer back up, and there's a couple places where we have a lot of trees down the county road that I told my neighbor I'd clean up for them. Get it off the property and out of the road right away. So we'll probably move down there next and chip up a lot of that. So the goal will be to get a lot of wood chips in here as possible. I tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than seeing autumn olive get absolutely shredded. So all of you know, I keep this little battery-powered DeWalt saw here, even with a hydraulic feed on these chippers. If you've got something that's got a really crazy branch and it's going to get wedged in the throat, this is a 6-inch throat. If it's going to get wedged in the throat before the chipper wheel can get to it, then of course it makes a roadblock and it can't get in there. So anytime I see stuff like that, I preemptively go ahead and make a cut, and just imagine everything sliding through a 6-inch box, and it'll be fine at that point. So it's handy to have this. Don't have to keep firing up the gas chainsaw. This with a sharp blade just goes through all that little stuff pretty easily. All right, let me show you what we've got, because that was just the hillside, cleaning up some of the small stuff, but I haven't even gone to do any of the big brush yet. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go get a pitchfork. He says. Got to cover up the bowls here a bit. I believe they're going to enjoy all these little sappy bits and leaves. So I would assume they'll come raking through it quite a bit as well. Get around their water where they're going to make things muddy. Happens. Left this mic hooked up. You guys probably got to hear all my heavy breathing. Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got another little spot where I think I'm going to leave the tractor here, take the trailer on the back of the side-by-side, and go get a bunch of debris that blocked my culvert with all this flooding we've had recently. And I cleared out the culvert, but I got the pile of debris there. Oh, that should be good chippable stuff. So I think I may load up the trailer with that, just bring it back and just chip in place. This is handy, not having to handle it twice. As wood chips, handling it twice as logs is a little bit easier. So as you can see, the water came whipping through here pretty good a couple weeks ago. And not only is this culvert that I've got to keep clear, the water can go into the driveway, but this is the edge of the pig fence. So when I let the pigs out on this north pasture soon, they'll have access to this. So somewhere here is my fence line, and there's a corner post here. So, well, there's the corner post, this locust split post here. So there should be electric wire in here somewhere. So getting some of this big stuff out, obviously chipping it up, will be beneficial. right, I think we're going to call that good. Just the brush around here, a little bit on the hillside, and some of the stuff that we got washed in the culvert was enough to completely cover this area. I was going to spread it out, but they're having such a fun time playing Pig of the Hill. I'm just going to leave it. They'll spread it out over the next couple days, I'm sure, and we'll just keep an eye on it. Obviously, we'll come back and make more. But I love, there's a permaculture element of this that I really appreciate, and that's using wood waste that would normally just be lying in the forest, letting off carbon, or it could be burned up, of course, and really releasing carbon, or we can obviously chip it up, stick it in the pig pasture here, and the carbon and nitrogen, turn that into great compost way quicker than it would just lying out in the forest. It's really nice having that piece of equipment that's really become a key asset to the farm, and just utilizing all the wood waste that we create. Well, we're probably going to keep the piglets in here for another week before I actually open the gate and let them out. But even once we do that, I'm going to leave this as home base. So they'll be able to come back, even though they'll be on this entire hillside here, all the way up in front of the workshop in the barn. Then this will still be home base. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. I pray you all have a great week. Take care.